Hey guys, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. Are we sure that someone like Nyesom Wike can never change? Like, I listened to Nyesom Wike and he was just on his ranting spray. Gibberish talk. All that the military requested was an apology. But Nyesom Wike is trying to explain everything that we already saw in the video. What is he now trying to explain to us? To make us look like a fool? You called someone a fool. Nyesom Wike is trying to tell us, no, it was an idiomatic expression. I didn't call the young man a fool. Nyesom Wike, rather than say, okay, it was bad of me to have behaved in this way. What do we see? It's Nyesom Wike gathering media and then starts... Like, the whole thing is annoying to me. It's a very simple thing. You are a public office holder. Certain attitude is expected of you. But as usual, now the usual brag. To the point where we say, you won't tell us, say, what we see is not what it is. And then start acting like you're a president. If you see me, you see Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For goodness sakes. I don't think the society, Nigeria, needs someone like Nyesom Wike to be at the corridor of power. I do not think so. Because clearly, what he's going to teach the young folks, and what the young folks will learn from him, is lawlessness, impunity, arrogance, and they speak. Why one man no fit on new leaf like this? Why? Instead, you are coming to educate us on what exactly you are. You can find the right statement coming from the wrong person. Because that's what Nyesom Wike did. I just listened to it and I just laugh. You think, say, you feel fool everybody all the time. You think you can fool everybody all the time. Even if we want to hold that young boy, which I don't think there's any reason because he was acting on order. We have to hold you, a public office holder that sees himself as a demigod. This matter is far from being over because of the attitude of Nyesom Wike. I'm going to show you what Nyesom Wike did. But before that, him trying to explain what happened between him and the young, naval officer. But before that, let me show you how some Nigerians, are still mocking Nyesom Wike. The likes of Deji, the likes of, what's his name again? Isaac Fayoshe. I'm just going to show you those videos and then we'll be back.
Yeah, police, IG don't want you now. Making I know they follow Wike, they grab land. Wike... If they follow Wike, they grab people's land, convert people's land, he go collect people's land, reallocate them to his cronies and associates, and his political bobo. No, they follow Wike. IG don't want you, police. No, they follow Wike, they grab land anymore. Look at the matter, Yerima versus Wike. Wike won't grab that land to reallocate it to his friends and his colleagues. So he has been converting our green area, parks and recreations to personal use, reallocating them to his friends and companies. Now he's complaining about others building on park and recreation land. You don't see the guy saying something they do police, they don't want you. No, they follow Wike, they grab land, okay?
Yeah, so first let me commend the officer A.M. Yeriman who has stood tall in the face of verbal abuse and intimidation by the ever-power drunk Nyesom Wike, who is generally very badly behaved. He does not seem to understand that public office should come with responsibility. Ordinarily, the military should not be anywhere close to protecting land or property of anyone. But when we are dealing with people like Nyesom Wike who take the law into their hand, who break the law at will, since he became FCT minister, he has been above the law. The law is clear that you cannot revoke Mr. A's land and give it to Mr. B. You can only revoke land in overriding public interest. Maybe you want to build an airport, a railway, a road, a hospital. But what Wike has been doing is he has been revoking ordinary people's land and giving it to his children, his friends, his political allies. And this is wrong. The only reason why we are hearing of this now is that he has gone to touch the land of a powerful man. He has been doing it to thousands of people since he became minister. and nobody has had the guts or courage to stop him. One of the reasons why Goodluck Jonathan, that I heard Goodluck Jonathan wants to contest against President Tinubu is because Wike went ahead and revoked his land. Why will you go and revoke Jonathan's land? For what? On what basis? You understand? And he revokes people's land, then give it to other people in contravention with the law. So when you live in a society where law is not respected, then you have no other option but to resort to self-help. And that is not to say that anyone is encouraging resort to self-help. But Wike is badly behaved. The company that was allocated this land that Wike went to invade to take, Santos Properties and its subsidiaries, they got allocation for 10 hectares in 3 places. That's 30 hectares. They were the one that cleared the land, compensated the natives around the place, put in all the facilities that the place now attract. The place is far away in Gadwa. And one of the former naval chief was the one that went to go and meet this Santos company and said, oh, I want part of the land because I want to my wife wants to do an event center. And now, because they have now developed the area, Wike went to the place, saw it, now felt that he should take it. They even had meetings with the FCDA people, and they agreed that they would give government back 8 hectares out of the 30 hectares so that they can just do their thing. Wike still refused and said he must take everything. How can you take everything when this land was given to them 15 years ago? They've paid all necessary dues. You just wake up one day so moto and say you want to revoke the land. And you are not revoking the land in overriding public interest. This place is a park. It was allocated for park. Wike has converted it now to residential. This is what he has been doing all over Abuja. This thing that he's doing has economic and environmental impact and implication in the FCT. Today, many banks no longer accept title documents to give loan or as collateral in bank because Wike has bastardized, the issue of land. You can have a land today and tomorrow Wike will come and revoke it. So which bank wants to take the risk? And the reason why housing is very important is that housing is an economic tool for development. The Wike has abused all the processes and abused his office as FCT minister.
I think the minister's behavior is very embarrassing. The way he conducted himself should be seen as a matter of serious concern by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who appointed him. Street fighting is not part of the responsibility of anybody that has been appointed by the president. Because I've heard some people saying that he was acting on behalf of the president. No, I'm not aware that President Tinubu, when he appointed him, gave him the title of Omonile of FCT. Because it's only Omoniles that behave like this. As minister of the FCT, he took the matter into his own hands. He said his officials went to the site and then they told him that they didn't allow them to chase them away. Then he left his office, carried his able-bodied officials and went to the site to go and do what? So the minister himself did not follow due process.
Yes.
And I've seen some people expressing the opinion that Officer Yerima was carrying out an unlawful order. With due respect, the Professor Horn, Sebastian Horn, quoting the Nigerian Air Force case and I think Onunzu versus State and all of that. Yes, Supreme Court has ruled that you don't carry out unlawful order when you are in uniform. You can say no. You should in fact say no. But in this particular case, we're told that the officer called his boss, called the chief of defense staff. So that in itself presupposes that he was acting in a lawful manner and not going on a frolic of his own. And in fact, that officer should be commended.
Yes.
Because he conducted himself with maturity. It was the minister in the video that I saw that was shouting, raising his hand, and this is being confirmed by some of the skits that have been produced. So I think that Minister Wike disgraced the assignment, the office of the president, to the extent that, the people arguing that he was acting on behalf of the president. We don't want Omonile as a minister of the Federal Capital Territory.
It is.
If it were another president in office, this is more than enough to ask the minister to go back to Port Harcourt.
Every Nigerian who saw that video, aside from the Wike and the APC supporters, since Wike supporting Tinubu, trust me, the APC people are busy defending Wike. The well-meaning Nigerians understood clearly. They understand that Nyesom Wike acted in an embarrassing manner. And the most annoying part of this is that this man failed to realize where he acted wrong. Instead, he find a way to justify the things where he do. And then trying to cover up the ones he can cover up. How can you cover up something we have seen already? Thank God he did not even tell us that it's AI generated. Or the videos got distorted. For goodness sakes. Wike, they do too much. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Wike, they do too much. The same thing we do for River State. Now the same thing you want country do here. I've never seen a man that doesn't have any form of remorse whatsoever, no time to even reflect. Some people can act in the moment, but when they get back home, there is always time for that reflection. Okay, what happened today? Where did I go wrong? No. It's not in Nyesom Wike. The one where they pay me pass, still get mad. They talk instead of you to say, okay, apologize for the display of that attitude. Because much is expected from you. Where they give, office. No apology. No apology whatsoever. You don't even say you did wrong at all. You they gaslight Nigerians, and you expect Nigerians to not laugh at you the more. He's supposed to go ask himself certain questions. How many times something don't happen to them, news don't come on social media space about Nyesom Wike? Did he not go through the comments to see how people rejoice? That's enough reason for him to ask himself questions. No, but it's not in Nyesom Wike. As usual, the pride and arrogance is still there being displayed. I'm going to show you what he came out to tell Nigerians, trying to explain what actually transpired. And then, of course, 1 or 2 social media reactions before we come back to wrap this up.
I cry for this country because we are unfortunate. Either we tribalize everything that happens, either we bring religion to what we're doing, or the class you belong to. And no country can ever succeed if we continue to allow impurity, lawlessness. No country, no matter how hard you work, you allow impunity, you allow lawlessness to continue to prevail, that country will never go anywhere. Not that. My conscience will not allow me. If I'm enforcing rules, order to other people, then I will begin to say, this man don't go there because he was former this, he was former that. Nobody does that. So those who are writing, who are talking junks, go and find out what really happened. Some people say I said the boy here fool, and what I meant was this: you cannot be carrying out an illegal order. That's what I meant. I didn't say military fool. I couldn't have said that. I know the role of the military, the role they have been playing in this country, what they have passed through in fighting insurgents and terrorists. There's nobody. And I have always given my support to security agencies. As I came as FCT minister, go and see their security minister. Go and see what I provided for them to fight and do their work. So if I know that, why would I say that? It's not true. But you, what you are doing, you are not doing what you are taught as an officer. The mere fact you are an officer does not mean that if you do what's wrong.
A vintage saying, funny how Wike's idea of a fool has magically changed, all because he met someone he can't bully. Truly, what a time to be alive. Life emoji. And you have Akinkubi say, what I meant was ish. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow him up. And then we have Solomon saying, as if the video of him calling the officer, "You are a fool," isn't online. He came out to deny calling him a fool. He's not aware the video circulated everywhere. What a shame, a minister of particular concern.
I'm sorry, I have to use this. You see this man holding yes on wiki? I'm translating now. He can never ever change. Like the way this man talks about the word impunity, lawlessness, like it baffles me that this man knows how to use these words. You are just describing yourself. Yet you don't even know you are describing yourself, or you know you are describing yourself but fail or pretend not to know you are describing yourself. The master of lawlessness, the master of impunity. This same you going around collecting land, revoking people's land and allocating it to your friends and family members, knowing how illegal it is. Yet you are talking about impunity. How many people you don't collect their land, we don't cry out? How many people? People have had their documents for years. All of a sudden, they will just be in their houses and then they will be told their land, their property has been revoked. See the one way very dark man pursue. Please, in some weekend need to stand and answer some questions. You are talking about we can't go forward like this as a nation when it is you, the likes of you, that are busy dividing this nation. Using tribe, using religion, using everything you can just so you get what you want and get your way. The way right statements, they come out from wrong persons for this country. Kai, it will make you want puke. Imagine in some weekend. Imagine in some weekend that his ego was bruised. The next thing was to ban staff from carrying phones. Ask him whether you know abuse power. This man can never ever change from moment indication. It's as simple. Apologize for your behavior as much is expected from you. No, you want to go and explain. The young man did. Why did they do bad? Did the young boy on his own decide to go and stand under scorching sun trying to protect the property? Did he on his own? Like now, so he like work rich on his own. Sometimes in some week he just act like all the people he's talking to in Nigeria, they are all in kindergarten. He just it makes no sense to me. He needs to be called to order. In other part of the videos, I'm like I represent the president as a minister. Like I don't understand. You are now expecting people to see you as president. In some weekend, not supposed to near presidency, because there will be problem. You see Bola Tinubu here, we are shouting about him, so he's going to be worse than the Bola Tinubu himself. Worse than the Bola Tinubu himself. God abeg go. You are trying to justify what doesn't make sense at all. That man can never ever change. Not at all. The way he goes about things, somebody who claims to understand the law, they call him Barrister Wike. He should know better the way to go about things. How can people have property? No, who is so foolish that want to go and buy property in a place like Federal Capital Territory and you don't want to follow due procedure? Especially in major cities. You would not want to follow due procedure. Please now, you need some weekend should find another story to give us. At this point in time, in the embarrass us. He's embarrassing the nation. These are the things that these people will look at. The foreigners will look at and say, oh, they now disgrace country. And then they'll be flying up. You they flare up when they tell you the truth. Why are you jumping up and down? When you have clearly brought the nation to this point of disgrace. That man is not supposed to be part of the Tinubu's cabinet. Even the Tinubu knows that. But for the sake of the politics they are playing, no, he cannot. That man is not supposed to be part of that cabinet. Make we tell ourselves the truth. Because what is this? What's with this behavior? What's with this lawlessness he's going about displaying, showing? No, now. No. We can't keep allowing evil to prevail. Nyesom Wike doesn't, in fact, he's not in any position to be talking about things like this. He's not in any position because now part of those who don't contribute to the damaging of this nation. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.